Hey there, Leo. Happy New Year. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Trying something a little new for the yearlies. I'm working with the energy, the outer planets instead of the moon because they pretty much are in the same sign all year. And so it has effect globally and it has an effect on your personal world, of course, and how they interact with your planets. And so I was trying to find a way to be able to figure out how to use this energy. And so we're going to delve into the best use you can, because sometimes it's like at a square, which is uncomfortable, or an opposition, which is a square is 90-degree angle, opposition would be 180, conjunction would be right on top. And so based on where things are in your birth chart and also in alignment with other planets, different things will be triggered. And so the question was, in general, what kind of advice can we get, Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo, for how to deal with the different energies of the planets this year as they transit through the world and through yourself and your universe? And so, Sagittarius. We have Jupiter's in Sagittarius. That's its home sign. It's very happy to be there and likes to expand. Jupiter is all about, bigger and better. And then when it's in Jupiter, when it's in Sagittarius, its home sign is like, yes, even bigger and even better. And so it wants to go for it. And so how and where this will affect your world and how can you best utilize this energy to your advantage is what we're looking for here. I'm using the Sacred Power cards from Anna Stark. Oh my gosh, Leo, manifestation. So Jupiter says, what do you want to make? What do you want to create? I will help you make it bigger and better. And Mars just went into Aries, where it's also at its home sign, and it's like, yeah, let's go get something done. And so you're getting all this pressure that let's go. I've got these things I want to do. I got these things I want to create. I can manifest what I want. And Saturn is in Capricorn, which is its home sign. And it's about limits and boundaries and limitations. And it says, hold on there, hold up. Maybe not. So let's take a look and see how we can best utilize that energy to your advantage for your highest and greatest good this year. And a little guidance from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms from, more than one, from Colette Baron Reed. Okay. So manifesting of spirit of material wealth and prosperity. Saturn is on board with that idea and helping you do that. And also, it's the Spiral Dancer. And the Spiral Dancer is about been here, done this, and now you're going to do it again. Only with a spiral, it moves upwards, right? It's moving upwards. And so you hopefully have learned from lessons from the past. Saturn is reminding you to remember the lessons from the past so that you can move upward instead of just running around in circles chasing your tail. So you can manifest in the area of prosperity and wealth according to these cards. And the thing is to remember the lessons that you've learned in the past and to apply them in the best way possible. Stay within the rules and the guidelines that you have learned. So that's really actually amazing energy right there. And then we're going to go to Chiron. Now, Chiron is it's an asteroid. It's not a planet, but it's really important because in your chart, it reveals where the deep-seated healing needs to happen. And so Chiron is a centaur, which is like, the sign of Sagittarius, half man, half horse. And so he's an archer. But Chiron was immortal, and he was this gifted healer, and people animals came from everywhere to be healed by him, and the gods and the heroes that came to him to learn things. He had great wisdom because he was immortal, right? He had lots of life experience and to battle, and he got shot in his heel, and now he is wounded, and he can't heal himself. This is the Achilles heel, right? The thing that takes you down. He couldn't heal himself, and he was in excruciating pain. And so Zeus took pity on him and removed him from his earthly body and made him a heavenly body, which is the the asteroid. Okay, so he was immortal, but now he's a heavenly body, and he circulates or orbits, I should say, between Saturn, which you can see with the naked eye, and Uranus, which you can't. The seen and the unseen. It's the pain, it's the wound, and you don't always see it, but boy, when it rears its ugly head, it's so noticeable. So where in your life do you have this, oh my gosh, that's happening again? That always happens, and that hurts so much when it happens, and that just brings you down. That's probably Chiron triggering that. And so the question becomes, we've got Chiron in Pisces, and it's moving into Aries, and it's moving into Aries on February 18th. And so how can we use this energy? How can we like actually work with it to heal ourselves? It says release. I can't. Unleash your creativity. Unleash your manifest. So Leo, you are a very creative sign. You're a fire sign. You're meant to create, and a lot of times they're like the bosses, the leaders. So what have you been holding yourself back from? Don't. Not this year. This year you get to go for it. If you have been sitting on the sidelines with an idea, a thought, something where you're like, I want to create this, but I don't know how or whatever, you have the power here to manifest. It is being laid out for you. It's prosperity and wealth. It's this using the knowledge that you've gained from going around in the spiral every time you pass by this time. If there's this creative idea that you've been sitting on, now is the time to go for it. That's amazing. That is the most positive Chiron healing thing ever, but it doesn't really surprise me because Leo feels pretty good about Leo in a general rule. So step into your power. If you have been feeling sorry for yourself, don't. That is so not Leo. Be your Leo self. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm worthwhile, and I've got this really great creative idea, or I want to, or maybe you need to let it out by spending time doing some kind of artistic endeavor, whatever. You can manifest and create. That's what's going on here. So Uranus is about chaotic and sudden changes. When Uranus moved into Taurus, which is an earth sign, it moved into Taurus in May of 2018. It came out of fire into earth, and that was when we got the volcanoes that started erupting right on time with that movement. And that's what happened when, so it's destructive, right? But volcanoes erupting is what created the high ions in the first place. And so from destruction comes new opportunities, new growth, new things. Maybe you can't see it right away, maybe you can't achieve it right away, but it changes and shakes things up and gives you a different perspective, right? And then Uranus backed up into Aries. And so it went into fire, and all of a sudden we have these wildfires going crazy out in California, right? And so, but after that, there'll be changes. There'll be new growth from animals and plants that thrive in an area that's been gone through a forest fire. The communities will have to rebuild. Will they be like the $6 million man, bigger, better, stronger, right? So it'll be interesting to see where the positive changes come from. But in your personal life, there can be when this moves from Aries into Taurus, because we're talking about finances so much. Taurus rules finances and cultivating and prosperity and growth. It also rules love and romance on the degree of sensuality kind of stuff, and our sense of security and our sense of who we are and our self-esteem. So when this happens on March 6th, how is that going to affect you? And how can you use that energy so that you will manifest, so that you can unleash your creativity, so you can go ahead and create this wealth, this material wealth and prosperity? What lessons have you learned? And so let's see for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, if we can get some guidance on how to best utilize this energy. Okay. This is how you use it. So you're going to manifest. You are creative, but you need to be strategic. You need a plan. Be strategic. So don't just jump into something, take a step back, look at it, say, okay, if I do this, you know, the way I like to do it is I like to say, this is what I want and work my way backwards. But however it works for you, that's me. That doesn't have to be you. So you need a plan. You need a plan to unleash yourself, to manifest, to create. You're going to need a plan. That is what Taurus is saying. And it's a financial plan from the looks of things, because this seems to really be about finances. So the best step forward for you would be to create some kind of a financial framework plan to work in. And I would plan for contingencies. This is what I want to do, but if I do, this could happen or this could happen. So if this happens, then I'll do this. If this happens, then I'll do that, right? So work your way through it that way so that you have the contingency plan and be strategic about it. And I believe that you will be highly successful. All right, so now we're going to move on to Neptune. Oh, these were your secret wealth cards, your sacred wealth code cards from Prima Lee Gray, Inna Segal, who does our color code cards that I like to use. Heal yourself. And this is the wisdom, I think I said, of the hidden realms. And now I'm going to use the Angels of Atlantis cards to delve into Neptune and how we can use that energy. And Neptune is, again, here's another planet hanging out in its home sign, and that's Pisces. And for you, Leo, that's not necessarily super comfortable, but I believe that would put it in your, see here, Leo and Aquarius would be 7, so 8. Yep, your 8th house of transformation, if I'm doing my math right. Okay, so transforming energy, we have manifesting and creating. So there's a lot of transforming going on. So how can you use this energy? All right. So the strategy, don't forget to take some time to meditate, to be centered, to be pulled into yourself, that quiet time of planning, that quiet time of listening to your intuition and receiving guidance from above. Don't forget to use that while you're manifesting. That is the best way for you to use this goals and aspiration energy that you get from Neptune in your house of transformation. So that's pretty powerful opportunity there. Yeah, that feels really that. So tap into your intuition. Tap into your intuition to help you make your plan. Wow, I can't. That's amazing. And oh, look at this. Okay, before I even got to talk to you about it. So Pluto is about transformation, and it's in Capricorn. And Capricorn for you is in your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, and stuff. And so again, that's transformative energy. We've been talking about that the whole time. This is a very transformative year for you to chase down your goals and dreams and to manifest them into reality. Okay. I feel like you've been at conflict with somebody. And so we have conscious connection. So I would recommend that you try to connect with the people that you feel comfortable with, and that you leave behind the people who you don't feel so comfortable with. This one says defend to the end the worthwhile. So that could be you, or it could be this creative project. Oh my gosh, it's this creative project. Okay, I'm so sorry. It is this creative project. So here you've got this idea and you've got this goal, and they're telling you to unleash your creativity and to be strategic about it and to use your meditation, but stand your ground on it. Believe in yourself, have faith in it, and look for people who share your vision, who share your vision, your goal, to work toward it. So this is defending to the end what is worthwhile. So if you really and truly believe in something, fight for it. Fight for it. You're a lion. You know how to do that. You know how to stand in your power. You know how to fight for it. So you're being encouraged by the universe to create, to manifest, to use your strategy, to use your intuition. So that's using logic and emotion to create this project. But creative projects require logic and emotion, right? And believe in it and stand your ground. And when that's why you're going to need the strategy. When the chaos happens, you're going to need a strategy to overcome it. So you're going to have to really be grounded and rooted in your belief that this thing can happen. This transformation is going to require you to defend it. And so you're going to need a strategy. Maybe it's to get the financing. It could be something very practical that's chaotic, because I feel like it has to do with finances, the need for the strategy. So to get some practical guidance to wrap this all up, I'm going with the Angels of Abundance cards from Doreen and Grant Virtue. Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn with a solar eclipse happens on January 5th. And so that's really, with the eclipse, that energy, that's like the first half of the year. That's a very opportune time to really lay some groundwork of seeds of intention and really put it out there into the universe. You have 6 months where that energy will really feed it. Okay. So I would write out my list of what I want to accomplish this year, doing a very positive affirmation. I am, I have, those kinds of things. And write it out. And then on the backside, flip it over, write your gratitude list. What are you grateful for? You know, don't forget to be grateful for the universe, because the things that they bring you, if you're grateful for them, they bring you even more. That's how it works, is that law of attraction thing, right? So do this. And then on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, when that 72-hour window of this eclipse is going on, turn them over to God, burn them. And help God become your partner, your co-creative partner, that'll help you, give you the intuition that you're going to receive through meditation, that will help you reach your goals, because you're getting this download and this help and this the hand up. So for practical guidance, you have conscious consumer. And conscious consumer is about recycle, reuse, renew, but it's also about clean eating and organic food. And so if you're going to be trying to get downloads from intuition, or maybe your creative idea has to do with this. Maybe you have a creative money making idea that has to do with how to recycle something better or how to fix something. I would definitely go with it. If there's something like that where you can make money and work for the betterment of the earth, and with the Uranus and the earth sign, that is a real financial opportunity for anybody who can think, has a creative way to make money that's ecologically based for the next 8 years. That is a real opportunity. We've got everybody finally starting to really wake up to this global warming thing. It's a real thing. It's happening. And so it's going to take strategy. It's going to take creative thinking. It's going to take manifesting things, but there's opportunities to build wealth for the people who come up with these creative ideas, who fight for, who stand in there and say, no, this is how we can fix this. We can do it this way, and I know it'll work. So if this is you, if I'm talking to you, oh my goodness, please let me know. Put it in the comments below, because I feel like there's somebody out there who has this really great idea, who's Leo, who's said this thing, and then you've been given this information, and it's been downloaded to you, and so you think that that's a little out there. I don't know if I can get the funding. Chase it down. Chase it down. Okay. Ooh, wow, there's somebody. Okay, so Gateway, Oracle cards from Denise Lynn to get a little more advice. I'm doing a live Q&A on Saturday night, 7:30 p.m., January 5th, 2019. If you want to come and do that, I do a quick poll of cards for every sign for the new moon. Probably just a couple, and then I'll take questions and answers until I run out of questions and answers, or I run out of energy, whichever comes first. And oh my gosh, opening to love. So this could be love partnership, but I feel like this is opening up to the love of this idea. I really feel like there's something really amazing, creatively amazing that you want, that you're willing to work for. And so by opening up to love, it says, my heart is open. So be creative. That's this, the creativity. So, wow, go for it, Leo. Congratulations. Looks like an exciting 2019. I can't wait to see what you do with it. So come back and see me for the live if you can. That'll be on Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. And if you have questions, and I will try to find answers for you then. And also next week, I will see you on Sunday for the weeklies. And goodness gracious, Leo, I'm excited for you. Have a really, really wonderful new year. I will talk to you soon.